Sitting there comfortably, the historian Yasuhisa casually laid out everything that I'd been experiencing like he was reading it out of a book. A mass suicide, ancient groups, and a door to the spiritual realm. It sounds like a myth, an interesting story told to travelers in a bygone era. It's hard to believe it relates to Kazuki and Reina. I can't see it. The bridge between Kamakura Samurai and a young girl. He said Reina fit into the story. She's a mask bearer. But how? Yasuhisa, the collector, I thought when I'd met him, I'd entered their world and could start to understand, however faintly. But my intuition as a detective tells me they're hiding something from me still. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I need to keep going. What day is it anyway? How long have I been chasing these leads? Day turns to night. The hours bleed into each other. Even the seasons don't seem to follow the natural order anymore. Everything's blurring together. Oh, my head. Maybe I should take my medication? Impossible as it seems, following the old man's hunch is my best bet to finally understanding the mask. Even Takashi didn't know what happened to the common Kai. Finding the police report is the only way to go. A few weeks ago, it would have been easy for me to ask around and pull a file. It'll be a lot more difficult now, I imagine. What's the worst that could happen? I should head to the police HQ and see what I can find. Hey everyone, alright, well that sums up what happened to us in the last video, doesn't it? Very nicely, I thought. And before we go any further, here is our spin attributes. We are stable, professional, meticulous, and relaxed. Alright, so let's get to it. I can't remember if the police station is the only place we can go to, or maybe we can go back to our apartment and actually take a pill. We cannot. I wonder why this has the arrow on top of it. Because I can't click on anything here. Alright, well, let's just go to the police HQ now. I do wish kind of all these places were still open. It feels a little bit more linear at the moment, our story. I've been avoiding going back here because of what we did, to the poor girl out front. Oh, shit! You've got to be kidding me! Funny. Me and some of the other guys were just talking about you after practice the other day. Specifically, we were taking bets as to how long it would take before you showed your face again. Shame. You coming in here now cost me 10,000 yen. Not that it matters. Ever since you left, things are looking up for me. I won the last department kendo tournament, and I've been enjoying my promotion. Oh yeah, thanks to the new office, by the way. Anyway, non-active duty cops, or you, in other words, ain't allowed in HQ right now. So what do you want? We're gonna be professional, and instead of being mean. I need a favor. Oh man, this just gets better and better. Begging me for a favor, huh? Kinda figured you might someday. So, what do you want to do, Ita? Sneak into the evidence locker, steal your gun back for you? Haha. Like I'd do anything for you. The brass have already told everyone in the damn station to steer clear of you. You're considered bad luck for people's careers. Well, myself excluded, I suppose. Wouldn't expect anyone to do you any favors from here on out if I were you. And I'd rather not people see us talking and think we're all friendly or something. Now get out! Before I have to call someone down here. We're not going to threaten with violence at the police station. Back to Asakusa. Yeah, we're not going to get any help from the girl out front after what we did to her. Alright, well, this is the only place we can go, so there must be something else here we can do. So let's take a peek around. Inside is the interior of a... Oh, we already read this? Alright, so... We don't need any more octopus balls. Our sanity is fine, and we don't want to lose any more neurosis. Huh. I'm surprised to see you back. How can I help you, detective? You train police? I was told your dojo trains a lot of people in the police. That's right. I train many of them personally. Do you know Akira Taira, a detective from Tokyo HQ? Ah, yes. Detective Taira. I know him quite well. A man with a great deal of innate talent in martial arts. Though that talent is offset somewhat by his, how to put this? Brash personality. Brash is a very diplomatic way to put it. Sorry to put you on the spot, but Taira is about the only one usable link I've got left in the police force, and the one person who's trying to stop me the most. Seeing as you train with him all the time, I was hoping you might, you know, something that would, you might know something that would change his mind, if you know what I mean? Are you asking me to help you blackmail Taira? Beyond the obvious reasons why I wouldn't help you do that, I also happen to think it won't work. You may be surprised to hear this, but Detective Taira actually lives a fairly straightforward life. His excesses are nothing that would draw any scrutiny, at least not among his fellow officers. I hear he's engaged to be married soon as well. Someone actually agreed to marry that slime? That poor girl. Yes, a very nice girl. Apparently they're quite happy together. Oh yeah? Huh. We'll see how long that lasts. May I ask what exactly Taira did to you to make you feel so strongly? Did to me? Huh. You should be asking him that. Ever since I started, he's looked down on me, and never missed a chance to remind me how he felt. I ignored him because I figured if I worked hard enough and earned my promotion, that it would shut him up once and for all. You eventually got this promotion, I take it. Well, did he shut up like you thought? No. He got worse. It started with him spreading rumors about me sleeping around in HQ. Then there were various complaints to my supervisor. He couldn't stand that I'd won. It's all fallen apart now, though, huh? He got my old job, and every time I see him, he has that smug grin on his stupid face like he's mocking me. Huh. So, you hate the fact that, at least in his mind, he was right. Something like that. Taira is not the first person to think a woman didn't deserve a promotion I got, but it stung a little extra when he ended up at my desk. Huh. Yeah, I thought as much. You're not saying you think the brown-nosing, womanizing, lazy, good-for-nothing asshole actually deserves my spot, are you? No, I can't judge the inner workings of a police force, but from what I've heard, it certainly wouldn't be the first time an officer didn't earn their promotion honestly. Often I watch my students spar, and I always notice an interesting trend. You see, usually the outcome of matches have nothing to do with their skill. Is there a moral at the end of this story? Patience, Ito. You see, two students will face each other, but before they even draw their swords, they've decided the outcome. Students rank each other and themselves based on practice, their social status, their schools, or any number of things before they even enter my dojo. A student perceiving himself as stronger will always be more relaxed, more ready to attack while the student who's resigned himself to defeat desperately defends. It's not skill or merit that wins the battle, it's expectations. Do you see where I'm going with this? I do, but I'm not sure if I like it. You're saying that unless I can break Taira's perception of me, I'll keep losing, right? Exactly. For a man like Taira, who expects certain things of women, you've defied him at every turn, but if I suck up to him and play the part, it might throw him off guard enough for me to win this fight? Sound about right? Very perceptive. Here. This should help. Sake? It's a gift. Wow, that's so flattering. I barely even know you. I suppose in order to degrade myself to scum like Taira, I could use a drink. It's not for you. It's for Taira. Oh, and here was thinking you were being nice. This is a very expensive brand. As a matter of fact, it's Taira's favorite. A gift for his promotion. A promotion he stole. A promotion into my position. Think of it as a way to throw him off balance. You can't strike at his heart until he drops his guard, after all. You know how to play the role he expects of you. I suspect you know the type of women he likes. Huh. As much as it pains me to admit, that might work. Thanks for the sake. I spoke to Yasuhisa, the historian. Oh, good. And Takashi... What is he? Huh? I don't understand your question. He's one of them. Them? Ito, are you alright? He's just an old man. What else would he be? No. Takashi, you must have noticed. There's something off about him. Like the collector, but... No, not exactly like him. I'm not sure what Yasuhisa told you to scare you like this, but I've known him for years. He's a bit eccentric and too philosophical for his own good, but he's harmless. Allow me to offer some advice. What you're feeling right now, it's not him. It's you. The more time I spent researching the Common Kai in the past, the more I began to feel the world had gone mad. But it didn't. It continued to turn on its axis as it always does. It was me who became unhinged. You could always walk away, Detective Ito. Some mysteries aren't worth solving. Wow! We could drink the sake. No, I think we will give this to whatchamacallit. Now, everyone, I'm going to be right back. I need to check on the recording very quickly because I've been moving stuff around again in the room. I had a Dungeons & Dragons play session with my friends and family yesterday, and I need to make sure that my audio is coming out okay. I think it is, but I'd rather know right now that I have a little more work to do, especially now that we've heard some really loud music. So I'll be... Okay, everyone, so the music in-game is nowhere near as loud as it is to me in my ears. I've gone ahead and lowered my volume just a tad, and I won't be as close to the microphone, and hopefully this will be okay for the rest of the episode. It's one of the most frustrating things about playing a game that uses checkpoints for a save system rather than let me manually save, because if I make a mistake on the recording, there's no one doing it, unfortunately. So my voice was a little louder than I would have liked it to be right there, but we'll be okay. Alright, back to the police station. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm sorry. Oh, that's it, Ito. I've heard enough. Oh, that's it, Ito. I've heard enough of your... Wait. What? You heard it right, Taira. I'm sorry. You're a good detective, and I never did congratulate you on your promotion. Here. This is for you. Huh. I get it. So you think bribing me is gonna work, huh? Ken no Michi? Is that a bottle of Ken no Michi? No way. It sells out in weeks. Even my family rarely managed to get a bottle, and they knew people to ask. How'd you get it? That's not important. Consider it an apology for how I've treated you in the past. I present this to you as a way to formally hand over my old position to you. It's clearly in better hands now. But... Ito. Sit up, will ya? Ito, it's fine. Just sit up already. Okay. I accept your apology. Hell, I didn't know you felt that way. I mean, in light of recent events and all, it is long overdue. I guess with all the stress you've gone through, the delay is understandable. Glad you finally learned to manage your emotions appropriately. Thank you for your kind words, Detective Taira. Once I return to the department, I'll know I'll have much to learn from you. Hey, it's a little early for that talk, don't you think? We don't even know if they'll let you back on the force after the hearing. Yes, I suppose you're right, Detective. I shouldn't have spoken so brashly. Ito, stop that, please. I always thought you'd be a better cop if you listened to your fellow detectives a bit more. I suppose there's a lot you have to learn from me, eh? I know you're right, Detective Taira. I was so brash before, that's probably how I ended up here. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for dropping this by, Ito. To tell you the truth, it's been one tough time for all of us. It's better to stick together. We're all on the same team after all, right? Maybe once you're back, me and you can partner up. One can only hope I'll be so lucky. Right. Right. Look, I gotta get back to my office. You need anything else? Well, I was thinking... no, I couldn't possibly bother you. You're so busy. Oh, it's fine. I can handle it. Go on. Well, I know I shouldn't be, but I've been doing a little research. In an unofficial capacity, you know? I was wondering if you could pull a file for me. You know I can't give you access to the system. You're suspended, and besides, it'd be against regulations, and... I guess if you stay on that side of the counter, I could get Ishibashi to help you. Don't think this means we're best friends or anything. It's just repayment for the Ken no Michi. Oh, thank you, but... Detective Taira, I wouldn't want to impose on your busy schedule. She looks so sad and defeated. Oh, I can't stand seeing her like this. Again? Stand up. Saki, I'm going back to my office. Look up the file Ito wants. Log the search query to my name. Got it? Yes, sir. Of course. I'll be in my new office all afternoon, so direct any calls there. Clear? Yes, sir. I think he's gone. Damn, Ayami. I mean, I've touched some guys around my finger before, but that was something else. Don't think it'll take long to get your office back if you... don't think it'll take long to get your office back if you can keep working that magic. Ayami, listen to me. It's very, very important you train me how to do that for, professional purposes. I think you're all right on your own, Saki. Oh, fine. Be that way. Anyway, you've got Tara's sign off. What did you want me to look up for you? On March 4th, 1996, there was a raid on a compound belonging to a cult called the Kamen Kai. I'd like the official report plus anything else you can find on it. Wow. That's some heavy reading material. I'll get right on it, boss. Doesn't look like there's much to go on here. Looks like there's only one file. Righto. I'll put it on a USB for you so you can take it with you. Just don't tell anyone. Here you go. Thanks, Saki. I owe you one. You owe me more than one, Ayami. See you around. Okay. Oh, we can't take the pills anymore either. All right. Well, let's plug it into the USB. It's the only thing we can do. It occurs to me that this game, at this point in it, I still like the game. I still like the story, but it feels very much like a visual novel to me, more than a like an adventure game, like say the Quest for Glories or what have you, which is what I thought the game was originally going to be like, even from my first episode or two that I was playing it. It's not bad. I really like it. It's just, I didn't expect this. And I'm not saying it's bad, it's just different. I think this is perhaps one of the first visual novels I have played. Something doesn't smell right. There's a raid on a compound, and all that's left is this low debriefing? Doesn't add up. Not to mention so much of what is here is redacted. Officers arriving at the scene found 12 people dead on arrival, including Tokimasa and Mai's parents. Where were the details about how they died? Not to mention the report itself was filled almost a week after the raid, so why aren't there any autopsy reports? It says here, 2 children and 1 adult are believed missing. That must be Mai, Takashi, and their grandmother. Guess that means Takashi was telling the truth after all. So many people have been hiding information from me, it's almost a relief. Still, for such a short report, it raises a whole lot of questions. The list of the dead, their causes of death, if there were other survivors, what else they found, it's all lost. Even the location of the compound has been classified. All I know is that the mask was found in the middle of a pile of dead bodies. What the hell happened here? Why was it covered up? Debriefing report, incident report. Code number 51115. Reporting officer redacted. Agency bureau redacted. Address redacted. Date of incident 4th March 1996. Date of report 9 March 1996. Time of incident approximately 05550. Tasked with raiding compound belonging to cult known as Kamen Kai, located in redacted. Mission details redacted. Arrived to discover 12 bodies dead on arrival near compound, including cult leader Shenji Umizawa, aka Tokimasa. Other bodies included 6 females and 3 other males of varying ages, along with 2 children. Cause of death redacted. 2 other children and 1 adult considered missing, may be dead. Other survivors redacted. Personal effects collected at scene of crime include mask and several other ritual objects. Result: raid considered a success. Cult known as Kamen Kai's activities have ceased. Surviving members have been rescued. The report is unclear, but it's obvious something terrible happened at the Kamen Kai compound. No doubt the mask had a part to play in those 12 people's deaths, and one way or another, it found its way to Reina afterwards. She said she was searching for the door, which means her connection to it is no mere coincidence either. The collector said the path in the dark would never reveal itself unless I understood her past. The report is a dead end for now, but he gave me another lead, a talent agency called Omega in Kabukicho. Is that right? Kabukicho? Yep. It's not a whole lot to go on, but maybe I'll find the connection I need to connect the dots. For now, all I can do is go to Kabukicho and ask around. I think we should probably take 1 pill. Our investigation is max, so any more investigation points we get are being wasted, and we might want all the sanity we can get, so we'll take 1 more pill. The pills the doctor gave me are right on the table where Kazuki left them. Count on him to pester me about my health even when he's gone. I hate these pills, but I'll keep taking them for your sake. Oh, we can't even get any information about Kabukicho. I don't think we've been here before, have we? I don't think we have been. Oh, No, this is different. Wow. The collector, I thought this was Akihabara at first because of all the neon, but no, I see the girls up there. The collector mentioned a talent agency by the name of Omega here in Kabukicho, with ties to Reina. Unless there's a big sign advertising it, which I highly doubt, I'll need to ask around to find it. Based on the dragon motifs and the general vibe around the building, I guess this place is no normal bar. Who knows how many other places around here the Yakuza have dipped their fingers into? Uh-oh. I wonder. Three faces in uniform that I don't recognize, though I doubt they'll have a hard time recognizing me. The way they're huddled around, it hardly looks like they're doing much police work. More than a few violations probably pass under their noses, but I wouldn't be surprised if someone slips them a bit of cash and decide to ignore them. Cops like that probably wouldn't give me any trouble, and they definitely aren't going to blab to their superiors about seeing me in Kabukicho. Well then, we'll listen in. Hey! Hold up. Don't I know you? Who? Me? Yeah, you. Unless you're hiding someone behind your back. Aren't you the detective whose face was all over a few weeks back? Yeah, that's it. How did I recognize you before? Hey guys, didn't someone from HQ come by and ask us about her earlier? Maybe we should call it in. Hold on, Denjiro. Do you really think that's a good idea? Huh? What are you talking about? I'm not risking my job over some nobody detective. Yeah, well, call it into HQ, and you might be risking more than your job, if you know what I mean. Ryu's right. Why should we stick our necks out when she hasn't even done anything wrong? Being on leave doesn't mean she can't walk around, does it? I'm with Ryu. I doubt I need to remind you boys what happens when you ruffle the wrong feathers at HQ. You guys can't be serious. Look, I'm not saying we arrest her, only you're going to piss off the wrong people, Denjiro. I don't know how much more obvious I need to be before you get it. No one, not even the detective here, is worth bringing down her wrath. Especially right now, things aren't exactly on stable ground around here since the Mifune family shakeup. Don't need to repeat of Officer Ono. Pegged for promotion one day, and then some anonymous tip comes into HQ that Ono's been selling a little dope on the side. Even got a gun to tie him to a crime scene. Yeah, a gun that's mysteriously gone missing from evidence. You think that story's true? Does it really matter if it is or isn't? The point is, he asked too many questions around here, and now he's in jail. So, some police we are, held hostage by some woman. Screw it, maybe you guys are right. Suppose if that guy from HQ asks again, we can say we didn't see any detective tonight. That's right, we didn't see you, and you definitely didn't talk to us, got it? Yeah, I got it. Being on the street around here isn't exactly an easy position to be in, huh? You mean at the bottom? Yeah, it doesn't give us a whole lot of options. Feels like I'm always stuck between HQ and all the other shit going on around here. I'm not sure which is worse, honestly. You read the papers, don't you, detective? You heard about the Mifune? So instinctively, I want to pronounce that Mifune, but I don't think that's correct. I think it's Mifune. Mifune family, right? Yeah, I'm sure she has, and that's all you need to say on the subject. You never know who's working for who around here, so put a lid on it. Listen, detective, whatever you think we are or what you think goes on around here, it isn't so simple as good cops, bad cops. Remember that. Kabuchiko might not be perfect, but we do our best to keep the peace, right? Right. Right. Like Ryu said, we're trying our best, so don't cause any trouble for us, and we'll return the favor by not letting HQ know about this. There's plenty scary at HQ out there. That's for sure. Why don't you move along, detective? I think I'll do just that. Good luck, officers. Didn't get any information. We did find out a little bit about a woman and some group called the Mifune, who's working here. Maybe they have ties to the Yakuza. Hello. It looks like they've been digging up the sidewalk, but since they're blocking my view, I can't quite see what they're doing. Hey, lady, you need something? There's nothing to see here, so why don't you move along? Why should I? You said yourself there's nothing to see after all. Bit of advice for you. If you're trying to keep someone from staying out of your business, I wouldn't lead with nothing to see here. See? She thinks too. Every time you say nothing to see here, people stop and stare at us instead of actually moving along. Huh. Nothing to see here really does kind of make me want to look more, you know? It's kind of sinister. Nothing to see here. That's what cops say when there's definitely, without a doubt, something worth seeing. Thanks a lot for the advice, boys. Last time I checked, it was you who worked for me, not the other way around. Alright. No need to be so damn touchy. All we're saying is that unless you want every passerby in Kabuchiko stopping to stare at us, you can try zipping it. Zip it? Is that how you talk to all your employers? You are aware of who I work for, right? Right. Digging a hole is the least of your worries, so do as I say. These jobs are the worst. What exactly are you guys doing? All of a sudden I can't help but wonder what some suit is doing standing by a construction site. Have to agree with the little lady on that one. As far as I can tell, we're pulling up a strip of concrete for no damn reason at all. No reason? Far from it. It's scheduled maintenance requested by the building's owner. There were a couple complaints of people falling or getting hurt because of the uneven pavement, so my employer generously offered her own money to fix it. Maintenance, huh? Seemed perfectly fine to me until we started hacking into it, and you seem awfully impatient for us to fill it back in. Maybe it's got something to do with that little thing you had wrapped in cloth before? Shut up! Or I'll ask you to dig 2 more holes after this one. 2 more? Oh, I get it. I think that was meant to be some kind of threat. Yes, exactly. I mean, What you said wasn't exactly threatening. Honestly, I've heard better. Is he trying to imply that he's going to make us cover ourselves in concrete? Kind of a boring threat. Fine, bad joke. Maybe you should too remember who's being paid very generously to be here, so shut it. And you, miss. Would you please kindly move along? As you can see, I'm busy enough with these two without any additional distractions. Seems like this club is pretty popular, and it already has a lot of customers. Maybe talking to some of the regulars would give me an idea of where to start looking for Omega. This is a strip club? Oh, I like the background dancers. That's pretty cool. And this is us right here. Nice. I like that everyone's a shadow in this place. Music's not really my type, though. Oh, I should be looking for cats as well, shouldn't I? Hello, can you spare a minute? Whoa, how long have you been standing there? Me? I just got here. Why so jumpy? Sorry. There's a big scary guy with a scar here a little before you. He acted friendly enough, but he made me feel a little uneasy. Kept asking me what I was doing here and if I wanted to go somewhere and have a drink with his friends. Honestly, I've been waiting for a good moment to duck out. I think you made the right decision by staying put, if you ask me. Have you ever heard of a talent agency around here called Omega by chance? Omega? Nah, never heard of it. I'm actually not even from this part of town. A friend of a friend invited me out here for a few drinks, but she hasn't shown her face yet. It's starting to get stink of some sort of weird setup. Anyway, I still have some pride, so I'm not going to tuck my tail and run just yet. Good luck finding that agency or whatever it is you're looking for. And if you see that guy I mentioned earlier, watch your back. Got a suitcase? Oh, hello. Or this guy. Hey, can I ask you something? About a talent agency called Omega. Do you know anything? Huh? Alright, I'll take that as a no. Huh? Hey, do you know this area? What? I had a question about what? Speak up! I can't hear you. The speaker's right there. You're gonna have to talk louder. I'm looking for an agency. You're looking for a vacancy in what? No, and you're what? I'm looking for information about Omega Talent Agency. Do you know anything? Oh my god, and the music stopped right at that point. Whoa. You really shouldn't shout things like that around here. Excuse me, miss. We were wondering and hoping you might join us next door. Consider it an invitation from an admirer. Besides, it's a much nicer venue than this dump. Yeah. In fact, we'd be happy to escort you. Take a few steps back, creep. You think I'd go anywhere with you? Yeah, I think you will. Sorry if we were a little too polite before. I wasn't asking your permission. Forcing me would be a big mistake. Heh. Oh yeah? How do you figure? Look around. You think anyone's gonna help you? Promise you this much. People see us escorting you out of here, and they'll look the other way. Hell, I could probably break your nose right now, order a drink, and the bartender bring me that drink before he even dreamed of wiping the blood off the floor. Not that I'm threatening you, understand? Of course not. We wouldn't want you to feel like you're in danger. Now let's go. Oh, I like her tattoos. Welcome. Come in. Let me introduce myself. I'm Kasumi Mifune. I appreciate you coming by to talk. Huh. Your thugs didn't give me much of an option. The hell you think you are, calling me a thug? We're businessmen. You got that? Oh, I've got it all right. But don't think that dressing in a suit makes you any less of a thug. Say another word, you cop bitch. Enough! You say another word and I'll make you wish you hadn't. Now get out! Both of you. Yes, boss. My apologies. The quality of help you can find these days isn't quite up to the standard that it was in my father's time. Wild dogs can be difficult to train, but they'll come around, even if I have to beat it into them. Sit down, relax. Can I get you a drink? We don't drink while we work. No, not while I'm working. I see. Then excuse me while I pour one for myself. Why don't we skip the small talk, and you can tell me why I'm here? I'm getting to that. Seems you're a woman who doesn't like to waste time. Good. As luck would have it, neither am I. Let's get right to it. A short while ago, a couple of men downstairs ran up to tell me you, a cop, had walked past my bar and into one of my nightclubs. Then I hear you've been sniffing around asking about one of my investments. Investments? You mean Omega? Smart girl. Tell me, Ayami Ito, why is it that a cop is going around asking pointed questions like that? More curious still, not just any cop, but a publicly shamed cop on leave. A shamed cop who's had a history of, how did they word it? Ah, yes, a history of psychotic episodes. How do you know all that? We all have friends, Detective Ito, and when detectives are wandering around my part of the city, my friends tell me everything I want to know. Honestly, you don't seem all that crazy to me. As to why you're after Omega, let's say you piqued my interest. Sorry, look at us. You said no small talk, and here we are off in the bushes somewhere. Let's get back on track, shall we? As you're not acting in any official capacity, it's safe to say that no one knows you're here. Correct? No, I suppose they don't. In your position, I might have tried to lie, but I appreciate the honesty. It was a rhetorical question anyway. I know for a fact there's no one coming for you. Funny. You don't strike me as a stupid type, and yet you've willingly entered a den of vipers. If you value your neck staying on your shoulders, surely you wouldn't do something so reckless. You can skip the threats. If you wanted to do something to me, you would have done it already. Plus, you're smart enough to know not to hurt a cop, even one in my position. Good. I like you. Given your prickly demeanor, I doubt you're working with one of my competitors, and you're definitely not here for your police buddies. Okay, I give up. I have to know. What exactly is it you want to know about Omega? I'm looking for this girl. Her name is Reina. I was told she was involved in the agency somehow. I want to know what happened to her. How very noble of you. Figuring that out might be a bit difficult, as I'm afraid Omega is in an extremely recent acquisition. To get back further, you'll have to talk to its president and former owner, a man named Aichi Higashi. As it so happens, that makes two of us who'd like to have a word with him. Like peas in a pod, us two. Unfortunately, when he handed over the business, he became a bit, how should I put it, forgetful about his outstanding debts to us. And the poor thing is so scared of me that he's ignoring all my calls, probably thinking I'd do something awful to him if I found him. I can't imagine how he'd get that idea. Can you? Maybe he'd prefer talking to a police officer instead of talking to me. I'm not some green recruit. I know how this works by now. What's the catch? You'd never tell me where he was and send me on my way for nothing. Of course I wouldn't. You'll have to prove that you can be trusted first. There's someone else I need you to talk with. A bit of a softer target than Higashi. Pretty good deal, right? Everything you're looking for in exchange for one little job. Any lengths to find out, right? We stole the information for the mask. We'll do one job for her. Fine, one job. Oh, don't make this more difficult than it has to be. You'll agree eventually, so why fight it? I know a lot about you, top of your class and one of the best detectives on the force. You wouldn't let something as pesky as morals get in the way of a good information, would you? I've heard about you too, Kasumi Mifune. Or more accurately, I've heard a lot about your father. As you should. My father was a good man. It's not surprising how you know more about him than me. That'll change soon enough. I won't be a footnote in his history much longer. My father always undervalued the power of information, but I really get to know the people I associate with. You, for instance. Everything you've done paints the picture of someone who's very determined and very desperate to find this girl of yours. Don't let the other people tell you otherwise, Detective. I think those traits are a wonderful combination. However, it also means you don't have a whole lot of bargaining power right now. If you don't want to work with me, that's fine. You can go home and quietly overdose on whatever medication they got you taking instead. Furthermore, I could just refuse your request altogether, but that'd be so boring. We both need something, so let's help each other instead. Do the job I ask, and I'll tell you what I know about little Higashi. As I was saying, like him, there's another business owner in Akihabara who is unfortunately behind on her payments as well. Such a shame, too. I really wanted a straightforward relationship with this one. See, I help out with a few things, and in exchange, she kicks back a little of her business. Sometimes we send over new contracts to renegotiate the terms of our mutually beneficial relationship. Sadly, she's neglected to sign the newest one. I'm a cop, not some Yakuza debt collector. Do it yourself. Ha ha ha. Suspended cop. You can't parade your badge around as proof that you're some white knight anymore. Due to the recent, transition of power, I can't do it myself just this minute. The dogs at Tokyo Police Headquarters start panting whenever me or any of my men are seen outside of Kubuchiko. I'm not asking you to club someone's head in. I'm only asking you to give them a friendly reminder to keep up to date on their paperwork. Easy, right? Here, take it. Do this for me, and I'll feel a lot more comfortable giving out information about Omega. Also, I'll remind you, with your impending review, it would be unseemly if it got out that you were meeting with Yakuza, wouldn't it? Blackmail, huh? That's such an ugly word. And here I thought we were becoming friends. No, I'm just stating the facts of the situation is all. The business you're going to is the Cat Cafe in Akihabara. Kazu can give you the address on the way out. Wait, a cat cafe or what? A cat cafe. What else would it be? Well, a cat cafe or a cat-made cafe? What? Are we talking cats or people dressed like cats? Because a freaking cat cafe! Actual cats! Adorable, fluffy, precious cats! Why the hell would I invest in some stupid maid cafe? Cats. Normal cats. Damn it. Now I'm all worked up. Look, get the goddamn contract signed and we'll talk. Before we do that... Oh, we could go back in the club. That's interesting. Should we? I don't think we will. Let's go to Akihabara. Oh, and now we can't go back to Kabuchiko, so maybe there was something in there we needed we could have done. Oh well, too late now. To Akihabara. Oh, the streets are completely empty. What the heck? Joshi Kosei, or JK for short. Why fantasize about high school students when you can pay money to date them for real? Does anyone actually believe it's all innocent? What was this? Oh, that was a place we didn't want to enter that place, right? There's the elevator. We can't get down that. No, I'm sorry. This is the arcade. We can look into it, but then we can enter it. I am totally going to stop by the maid cafe. Sometimes when I find my mind drifting off, it sails right into those fluffy pancakes. If I manage to get back to a normal life, I will eat nothing but cat-shaped pancakes for dessert for the rest of my days. No way I can make them as good as they do here, though. Not unless I magically become a better cook. Oh, got distracted by the sweet, sweet pancakes. I need to go to the cat cafe and put this nasty business to rest. I actually wanted pancakes. Oh well. Welcome back! I think Tomo remembers you. He must be appreciative of all the help to make him feel better. Although, I've had to stop deliveries of sashimi. Even the smell seems to set off his, bowels. Another quirk added to an already quirky character. Maybe it's a sign you were right about the fish. Listen, we need to talk. Okay, sure. Why the serious face? What's wrong? Oh no, we have a chance not to do this? I need you to sign this. Sign? Sign what? No, it can't be. You work for Kasumi? It's not like that. You come in here holding the same contract she showed me 2 days ago and tell me to sign it? What does that sound like to you exactly? Yeah, I know what it sounds like, but I'm telling you I don't work for her. Then you don't care about me or the cats. That's even worse. Please don't make me sign it. I hate you. I hate you for doing that. Please! You have to help me. The amount of money they've been asking for is out of hand. I'm doing well for now, but if they got their way, I'd be out of business. You have to tell Kasumi. Please. Tell her that if this place closes down, all these cats, there'll be no place for them to go. The poor kitties. They'd be put down. I can't support them myself. I don't think Animal Services would let me keep them. I couldn't live with myself if that happened. I'm begging you, Ito. Don't do this. Oh! That was so cute. That was so cute. Oh. I said no one gets hurt, right? I'm not going to fire my gun. But on that same note, I really want the information. Oh, I'm going to flip a coin. I don't have a coin. I'm going to roll a dice. If the dice is even, I will choose don't sign. If it's odd, I'll choose sign now. That's it? That's all you're going to say? I don't have time for this. Just sign it. Don't have time? This is my life. Do you even realize what you're doing? If I sign it, all these guys will be homeless or worse. I'll lose them all. Next time, try a business that doesn't go to the mob for help. If you don't sign it with me, someone worse is going to come next, and your cats will be in even more danger than now. Give me that. There. Fine. It's signed. Are you happy now? No one cares about me. They only care about themselves. But remember, it's not just me you're hurting, it's the cats too. That's on your conscience now. Get out. Go and never come back here. Oh, well, that's fine. We have our own cat anyway. It's like 2 shops away from the Cat Maid Cafe, so we'll be okay anyway. We won't have to look at the Cat Cafe very much longer. I wonder what would have happened if we'd gone back in the bar, though. Okay, well, let's head on in and immediately get this turned in. Excellent. I knew you could be counted on. We're not so different, you and I. I have a feeling there are many ways we can help each other. If your hearing doesn't go as planned, come find me. Better yet, if your hearing does go well, I could always use a few more friends in the department. Now that this business is behind us, remind me again of what you were after. I want to speak to Omega's company president, Higashi, about a girl signed to his agency. That's right, our missing agency president and one of his many, projects. What a despicable little man. I'll tell you now, I had no problem taking control of the business from him. I let him as president to keep a few of his clients happy, a decision I regret now. Where is he? Unfortunately, I'm just as in the dark about where he disappeared to as you, I'm afraid. A deal's a deal, though. While you were out, I got an address to one of his old hideouts, and the code to get in. I can't guarantee you'll find anything there, but I said I'd tell you what I knew, and that's what I know. You haven't sent one of your stooges to check it out for you? Stooges. I like you, but don't push it. As I said earlier, me and my men can't afford to be spotted right now, especially in an area getting so much special attention. Special attention? Doesn't Kabuchiko get enough attention on its own? No, this isn't here. This is back over in, Kamakura? Kabuchiko is what it is, but it isn't in Kabuchiko. This particular spot got its reputation, and subsequently, its extra police patrols a bit more recently. In fact, I hear there's still an ongoing investigation going on there. I heard you'd be intimately familiar with that area and the incident that happened there. My condolences on the loss of your partner, Detective Tanaka, by the way. All the papers are rushing to make you out to be an incompetent or worse yet, some sort of psychotic killer. Maddening, isn't it? My friends in police headquarters say you two were close. That's no way to lose someone you love. I suppose it's not too much to ask what really happened. Was there really someone there that night? Thanks on the condolences, but what happened on that night isn't something I want to discuss right now. Suit yourself. Let's change the subject back to Higashi. It took a bit of digging to find that address. Seems he was keeping a second hideout in Shinjuku under a fake name. Now that we know where it is, he probably knows too. I highly doubt he'd be stupid enough to stay holed up in it. But I also doubt he'd be smart enough to completely clear out the place before he left the town either. There's probably something in there that would lead us right to him. Get what you want. Then let Kazu know where the slime is so we can straighten him out. He'll get those fantasies of running away out of his head. The code to the door is 11235. It's the only keypad lock on the street. You can't miss it. For what it's worth, I wish you good luck finding your little girl, but remember, you can't save them all, Ayami Ito. I think we'll do this one place, everyone, and then that will do it for us. If we can visit any of the stores... Actually, before we go and visit that place, let's see how everyone else is doing. Oh, still can't talk to Daizo again. I'm going to assume then I can't talk to the guy at the end of the street either. Huh. It worked. Looks like Kasumi's tip wasn't a lie. What a stench. I know that smell. Anyone who's worked homicide long enough knows it. Dead bodies. How's our spin attributes? Unless we take a massive 91 points of sanity loss here, we'll make it through. Before we go in, let's walk to the end. Oh, are these all different doors we could possibly enter? Okay, well then let's take a look at this door. Oh. Bye, it says on there. This one won't budge either. The locks have been tampered with to make them useless. What's being hidden in these rooms? There's no way I can kick this down. The word Ruby is written in blood on the wall. Oh, I thought that said goodbye. I'd rather not look at the corpse. Let's try the other doors. No good. It's as if something is holding it from the other side. The hairpin isn't catching on anything. This isn't going to work. Damn it, that did nothing but hurt my foot. I'm going to assume all the doors are like this, and we have to look at the body, but still, we'll do this. It seems to be locked. I can't open it. I can't pick the lock. Seems like the inside of the lock has been filed off. It didn't move at all. Must be reinforced. Alright, then we have no choice but to look at the body, unless there's something else on the street we could go to. You know, before I look at the body, I am going to go back on the street and take a peek. We still have the key to the garbage. The garbage? We can't leave. Alright, then. This is the source of the smell, alright. The body's in pretty bad shape. Whoever did it took enough time to mutilate the corpse. The internal organs have been disturbed, maybe removed. What's this? There's a paper bag with the name Higashi written on it. Did Reina do this? Nothing's changed, just a door. That sound reminds me of the sound from Amnesia. Nothing to see here. Where's that noise coming from? It sounds like something is trying to escape from the inside. Could I leave, or do I have to interact with it? We have to interact with it. The rattling stopped. Why? There's Ruby on the ground right there. Some other girls too, it looks like. These look like stretch jackets to me. Maybe though they're just curtains. No cat hidden here. Shots of various girls, all of them taken in this room. They don't look like the professional headshots an agency would take. They all look so sad and young. I've got a pretty good idea what these pictures were used for, and the types of people they might have been sent to. Reina! So it's true. To think you were kept in a place like this. What happened to you? Oh, you think sex trafficking? They were taken off the streets and then brought in here, and the pictures are given to people who would want to buy them for, you know, whatever purposes. Huh? Something's happening! You're back early. Yeah, I don't feel well. I think I'll go to bed early tonight. Ruby, don't ignore me. Lately, it's been the same excuses over and over. I don't know what you're talking about. Ruby, my sweet little Ruby. You think because that one song was a hit, you can just stop working? That money's all gone, sweetheart. We spent it all trying to get you a record deal. Don't you think it's unfair to eat my food and stay here for free without doing any work? Ruby? Hey, stop crying. Stop crying! I'm talking to you! Please, I didn't mean it. I'll do another song. I'll make it up to you, I promise. I just don't want to. That's exactly why I'm setting up all these meetings for you. You make the right impression with these guys, and they'll take you places. Speaking of which, I got a call a little while ago from Masa. Know what he told me? He told me you were being a little disagreeable with him last night at his place. You know that he's one of our best clients, don't you? The things he can do for you girls is... Well, I shouldn't even need to tell you. I sent you to him because he said there was something special about you. In fact, he said out of all the girls here, he particularly wanted to meet you. And I just noticed what's in the background here. The mask is staring at us. Or letting us see this. I did you a big favor by making that happen. Then you compensate my generosity by sitting in a room, crying, and telling me you don't feel well, whatever excuse you come up with next. I couldn't. He tried to... I don't care what he tried to do. You should have let him. When I took you in, you were a vulnerable tiny girl who was already failing in school. But I saw your potential. I could already tell how pretty you'd be when you were older. That's all those men care about. How I look. So what? You think I took you in because of how smart you were? You're an idol. You're supposed to be looked at. Most men would fall over themselves to meet a pretty girl like you, but you ruin it for everyone when you sit there crying. What are you doing? I'm sick of looking at an idiot, Ruby. You made me do this. Just write only one song, Tim. She only had one hit. Sounds like another door is ready for us to walk into it. The noise stopped. Poor girl. Damn it, Ruby. I can't stand to see you like this. You're not gonna feel better staying cooped up in here. Listen, I got you that photo shoot lined up tomorrow, the one with Masa. Are you even listening? Don't make me go back. I don't want to go out. Let me stay here. What's wrong with you? Please don't make me. I'm afraid to go. As far as I can tell, all you're afraid of is success. I've fallen over myself to make you a star, but you'll never get anywhere if you lock yourself away. What? You're not going to say anything? You can't treat me this way. I gave you your name, your music, and damn near everything else. Oh, but do you think you're special, right? Let me break it to you, honey. You're not. There's loads of other girls in this business, just like you. And they do what they have to do without complaining about it. They understand how important it is to keep clients happy. And I'm sorry it's not all butterflies and flowers, but you're not some naive little girl anymore. You're a woman now. Hey, Earth to Ruby. I'm trying to give you some advice here, and you're not even listening. Reina. My name is Reina. What'd you just say? Reina? Who's that? Oh, yeah, that was the name of some pathetic little foster girl I picked up. You want to go back to being her? Just say the word, and I'll throw you out there myself. If you think you've got it so bad now, let's count the seconds between you hitting those streets and being back in foster care or dead in some gutter. Not so talkative now, are we, Reina? Or is it Ruby, the girl who was successful, the girl who can make it if she would just do what she was told? Sorry. I'm sorry, I lost my temper, but you gotta see things my way. You were special, you know that? I saw so much potential in you. Such a beautiful young girl. I wanted to raise you up and show you what life could be. Then you reject me and everything I can offer you. It's a damn shame. You're still pretty, Ruby. So pretty, but not when you mope around. Look, I get it. You're a teenager, and you want to cry it out, right? Fine. But once you're done with that, you're gonna go back out there. You think I want to send you to all these little meetings with Masa and guys like him? I'd rather you were successful so we don't have to do that. I'm on your side. If you'd work harder, you wouldn't have to do things like that. Stop crying. You're not a child anymore. I just want to go home. Home? Where do you think you are? You are home. This is as good as it's going to get for a girl like you. Tomorrow, you're going to go with Masa and do whatever it is he tells you to do. You'll stop this crying, and you'll start making some money. Maybe it was a mistake to think you'd end up being so special. Turns out you're just another disappointment. Another whore. There's something lying on the mattress. It's a newspaper article, dated October 24th, 2004. The article's titled One Hit Wonder, Ruby Commits Suicide. That can't be. That was over 10 years ago. Her real name was withheld from the press, but her picture is there. According to the article, Higashi went to her room and found it locked. He called to her. She didn't answer. I thought she must have been tired, he said. She'd been working hard on a new song. He only forced the door when he noticed a smell where he found her hanging from the rafters. She'd hung herself almost 2 days before. Probably in this room. There's more. Though Mr. and Mrs. Higashi had adopted her years before, Ruby was not made to work and loved being an idol more than anything in the world. Her song, Look For Me, will go on sale again this month, with all sales going to various suicide prevention charities. I've read enough. The sadness that's in this room is the same awful feeling I felt in the sewers. Is it Reina's? Is this what I was supposed to see? Wow, I feel really bad for her. So she came back and tore out the inside of her manager. Wow. I can't say I blame her for doing that. Alright, everyone, I'm going to stop here, though, and in the next episode, we'll pick up where we left off. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.